Vice President Biden said something yesterday in Iowa that really caught our ear about the fight against cancer. Let me play this for everyone.
I promise you, if I'm elected president, you're going to see the single most important thing that changes in America is we're going to cure cancer.
Now, Congressman, how can he promise that, though? How can he promise that, though?
We're America.
Okay, I lied. Creepy Joe didn't have anything to do with it. But I'll tell you who did. On February 7th, 2018, a certain person posed these questions for those who knew where to see them. What if cures already exist? What about the billions, public, private, and government, provided to fund cure development? Sheep. These people are sick. Think about that for a moment. Let's imagine that the cures really exist. What incentives do pharmaceutical companies have to actually release the cures? They would lose billions in grants for research. How many times do you get suckered into donating to a Pink Ribbon Foundation when you're buying a chicken sandwich? That money goes to them. That's not even counting the billions, possibly even trillions, in the treatments and vaccines that they do sell to the public, such as chemotherapy and the HIV treatments. What is the incentive to cure an HIV patient when the pharmaceutical companies could instead have patients paying for their very survival for the rest of that patient's life? The warm, fuzzy feeling knowing that they've helped someone? You sheep. Back to the post. 4 days later, on February 11th, an anonymous user posts a link that our friend picks up, reposts, and comments, "What a coincidence. This board has more power and influence than anyone comprehends." Let's take a look at that link. Experimental drug promises to kill the flu virus in a day? Well, yeah, I'd say that is kind of a coincidence. I did some more research and found out that the drug is called Xofluza. The drugs that have been on the market have made it harder for the virus to spread throughout your body. Take this pill and it will actually stop the virus from reproducing, making you start to feel better much faster because you will have less of the virus in you. It claims 2 days on the website. I don't know about you all, but I had the flu last month and I was wiped out for a full week, so having a pill that could get me going in just 2 days sounds incredible. Back to our friend. People have apps that alert them when our friend makes a post, which is probably what happened in this next instance. Only 2 minutes after the post we just went over, an anonymous user asks, "How long will we have to wait for the cures of cancer and other sicknesses?" Our friend responds, "Chatter amongst those in control has begun. They know we know, which means the public will know. Release prior to cover-up, or public informed and collapse? Which option?" Back to our hypothetical situation, where pharmaceutical companies have the cures. What if somebody or some organization could prove that they had the cures? They could inform the public. Many of you suspect that pharmaceutical companies are up to no good, but what if you and everybody else knew they were up to no good? Think of the people that have had their lives and families ruined because of cancer. What would they do? Would you ever trust medicine again? What if our person or organization with the proof offered them a way out? Release the cures and cover it up how you will. Many of you may be thinking, why would they let them cover it up? If this is true, these people are evil and need to be brought to justice. In the following post, which came just 15 minutes later, you get your answer. Understand one simple fact. The US is connected to the rest of the world. Knowing that, understand by default, if certain intel is released, it would cause worldwide mass suffering. We share the idea of open source, but value life, and must make decisions on outcomes and containability. You may not like it, but by giving the pharmaceutical companies a way out, there will be no violent uprising and the system won't come crashing down. There would be no more medicine if we brought the pharmaceutical companies to a real justice. The goal is no more suffering, not revenge. You may now be thinking, surely anyone with this kind of proof would be in mortal danger. We've seen what happened to Epstein. We know what a Clinton would do in this situation. You would be right. The following day, on February 12, 2018, Donald Trump Jr. received a letter that his wife opened, containing a white powder. That same day, just 13 minutes after the first news article I could find, our friend posts, "Our attack on Big Pharma came with a warning letter today. Message received. Response forthcoming."
We will push onward with new medical frontiers. We will come up with the cures to many, many problems, to many, many diseases, including cancer and others. And we're getting closer all the time.